Can a relationship survive after a betrayal? This is a question many of us have asked at some point. Trust is the bedrock of any relationship. It's the glue that holds everything together. But what happens when that trust is shattered? When the one you held dear betrays you? It's like a glass that's been broken. Can it ever be whole again? These questions bring us to the concept of rebuilding trust after a breach. Today, we delve into a captivating story illustrating just how trust can be reconstructed. Picture this: a couple, Jenny and Mark, deeply in love until one day Jenny discovers Mark's infidelity. Jenny and Mark were the epitome of a picture-perfect couple. They met in a quaint little coffee shop on a rainy afternoon. It was the kind of love story that could make a cynic believe in love at first sight. Their connection was immediate and they quickly became inseparable, sharing laughter, dreams, and a deep bond that seemed unshakable. Their relationship was built on a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and a shared sense of adventure. They loved the same books, had the same taste in movies, and even shared a mutual fascination for the surreal beauty of the night sky. They were the kind of couple that others admired, the kind of couple that others aspired to be. But then, one fateful day, Jenny discovered a string of messages on Mark's phone. Messages that were not meant for her eyes. Messages that revealed a secret liaison, a betrayal that cut deep into the very fabric of their relationship. The revelation was like a punch to the gut, leaving her winded, disoriented, and utterly heartbroken. In the wake of betrayal, Jenny is left questioning everything. Her world has been turned upside down. The bedrock of trust that their relationship was built on now appears shaky. She grapples with feelings of hurt, betrayal, and a profound sense of loss. Every memory, every shared moment is now tainted with suspicion. She decides to confront Mark. It's not an easy conversation. The words hang heavily in the air between them, each syllable echoing with the weight of their shared history. Mark is visibly shaken. He stammers out apologies, promises to change, begs for forgiveness. Yet, in the face of Jenny's pain, his words seem hollow, almost insignificant. Despite the hurt, the couple decides to take the first tentative steps towards reconciliation. They agree to seek help, to delve into the murky waters of their relationship and confront the issues that led to the betrayal. It's a brave step, but also a necessary one. They start attending counseling sessions, opening up about their feelings, their fears, and their hopes. They both understand that the road to rebuilding trust is long and fraught with challenges. There will be days of doubt, days of hurt, and days where the pain seems insurmountable. But they also realize that there will be days of healing, days of understanding, and days where love triumphs over betrayal. As they embark on this trust-rebuilding journey, they're both uncertain, but hopeful. Rebuilding trust is no small feat. It requires time, patience, and a lot of effort. If there's one thing Jenny and Mark understand, it's this. In the aftermath of betrayal, they've taken on the grueling task of mending their relationship. The process isn't a quick fix. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's certainly not a linear path. Jenny and Mark start by opening up channels of communication. They sit down and talk, not just about the hurt caused, but about their feelings, expectations, and hopes for the future. They're honest with each other, even when the truth is uncomfortable. They understand that open communication is the bedrock of trust, and they are willing to put in the effort. Mark takes an extra step towards transparency. He understands that his actions have caused a rift, and he's committed to making amends. He shares his plans, whereabouts, and even his phone when Jenny asks. It's not about surveillance, but about demonstrating that he has nothing to hide. The goal is to rebuild trust, and he knows that it starts with being an open book. Mutual commitment is the glue that holds this process together. Both Jenny and Mark have decided to stay and work things out. It's not always easy. There are days filled with doubt, and moments when the past rears its ugly head. But they're both committed to the journey. They've chosen to believe in the power of their love, and they're willing to fight for it. They work through their issues, one day at a time. They seek professional help when they need it, and they learn to forgive, not just Mark's indiscretion, but also their own shortcomings. They understand that the process of rebuilding is not just about fixing what's broken, it's also about growing together as a couple. There's no magic formula to rebuild trust. Each relationship is unique, and the process might look different for everyone. But if there's one thing that Jenny and Mark's story teaches us, it's that open communication, transparency, and mutual commitment are integral to rebuilding trust. It's a tough road, but they're both committed to the journey. After months of hard work, Jenny and Mark start to see the fruits of their efforts. The atmosphere between them has notably shifted, the tension that once thickened the air has dissipated, replaced by a newfound understanding and acceptance. The silent treatment, the heated arguments, the sleepless nights, all seem to be a thing of the past. The walls they had built around their hearts are crumbling down, brick by brick, making way for a stronger, more resilient bond. Jenny and Mark's relationship is no longer what it once was, it's evolved. It's become a testament to their commitment to each other. The trust that was shattered into a million pieces is slowly being pieced back together. It's not the same, it's not perfect, but it's real, it's raw, and it's theirs. Their conversations are more open, more honest. They're not just talking, they're communicating, they're understanding, and they're empathizing. Trust doesn't return overnight. It's a slow process, often painful, but ultimately rewarding. Jenny and Mark are proof of that. They've learned to trust again, not blindly, but with awareness and mindfulness. They've learned that trust is not just about faith, it's about actions, it's about consistency, and it's about time. It's about showing up, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It's about being present, being involved, and being accountable. Their bond has strengthened, not despite the challenges, but because of them. They've weathered the storm together, they've navigated the rough seas, and now they're emerging stronger, more resilient. Each setback, each hurdle, has only made them more determined, more committed to their relationship. They've learned from their mistakes, they've grown from their experiences, and they've emerged wiser, more understanding. It's been a challenging journey, but their relationship is stronger and more resilient than ever. They've proven that it's not the absence of challenges that makes a relationship strong, it's how you face them together. It's about resilience, it's about patience, and it's about love. This journey has not been easy, but it's been worth it. For Jenny and Mark, their relationship is not just about being in love, it's about choosing to love, every single day. So what can we learn from Jenny and Mark's story? A lot, in fact. Their journey of rebuilding trust after a breach is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and love. It's not a path paved with rose petals, but it's a path worth traversing for the sake of a shared future. First and foremost, open communication is the bedrock of rebuilding trust. It's about talking things through, expressing emotions honestly, and tackling tough topics head-on. Jenny and Mark showed us that healing begins when we start sharing our fears, our hopes, and our dreams. It's not about blaming or pointing fingers, but about understanding and empathy. Transparency is another essential ingredient. It's about being an open book, revealing your thoughts, actions, and intentions without any hint of deceit. For Mark, this meant being accountable for his actions, accepting the consequences, and showing Jenny that he was willing to change. Patience. Oh, the virtue of patience. Rebuilding trust is not an overnight process. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, sometimes a lot of time. Jenny and Mark had to learn to be patient with each other, to give each other the space to heal, to grow, to forgive, and to rebuild. A mutual commitment to the process is also key. It's about being invested in the relationship, in the healing process, and in each other. Jenny and Mark showed us that it's not about you or I, but we. It's about working together towards a common goal, a shared future. And finally, growth. Betrayal, as painful as it is, can be a catalyst for growth. It can be an opportunity to reassess, to learn, to change, and to grow. Jenny and Mark's story showed us that sometimes, out of the ashes of betrayal, a stronger, more resilient, and more loving relationship can emerge. While trust may be fragile, with effort and commitment, it's possible to rebuild, perhaps even stronger than before. And that, my friends, is a journey worth